Challenge Naija Season 3.
Welcome to Season 3 of Campus Challenge. Campus Challenge is a quiz competition organized for higher institution students in Nigeria to battle for a total cash reward of $3,000 identifying talent in all the various universities. On this note, welcome to Season 3 of Campus Challenge, and I'm going to be your quiz master, and I'm Babs Michael. Today we begin with the first battle of the round 16, where 16 contestants are ready to battle out for the cash reward of $3,000. Today I have two competitors from different universities. The two universities in contest today are great universities that we all are aware of. First and foremost, I want to recognize the representative of Ogun State Institute of Technology, Jacob Akpamu Ainoze, representing Ogun State Institute of Technology once again. Also representing Ekiti State University is Ibigbami Emmanuel. And I'm sure they are ready for this contest. Before we begin, we're going to take this commercial break. We'll be back after now. Thank you.
Campus Challenge Naija Season 3.
Every year, hundreds of students across different tertiary institutions in the country sign up for the biggest educational TV show in Nigeria, Campus Challenge Naija. This is not just a TV show, it is a battle, the Battle of the Titans, where students compete for a grand total of
$3,000.
And this is the time where we begin our search for our next champion. Have you got what it takes to compete with the brightest of minds? Can you stand the heat and enjoy the spotlight? If yes, this is your opportunity as registration for Campus Challenge Naija Season 4 begins this September. All you need to do is follow the instructions on your screen and you're on your way to becoming our next champion. This video is brought to you by Lemfi.
Campus Challenge Naija Season 3.
Welcome back to Battle 1 of the Campus Challenge Season 3 between Ekiti State University and Ogun State Institute of Technology. Here are the rules of the games. There are 3 segments in this competition. The first segment is the general rounds, consisting of English, mathematics, and IQ questions. The second segment is international relations, consisting of history and current affairs. While the last segment is the subject bests, where the candidate have choice to choose the best of their subject relating to their department. Each correct score is 5 points, and a bonus to the competitor is 2 points. And if these questions are not answered properly, it is thrown to our wonderful audience, where they have the right to also compete for a special prize package for the best audience. Now we go into the battle. General rounds. Ekiti State University, you've got from question 1 to 7. Your question.
Question 3.
Question 3. Question 3. Stop making A, noise, B, a noise, C, either, D, neither.
Stop making noise.
You've got 4 options: A, noise, B, a noise, C, either, and D, neither. Either, correct for 5 points. That's a good one from Ekiti State University. It's a good start. Ogitech, you should smile. Your question.
Question 7.
Question 7. Question 7. This is an IQ question. Question 7. What is the full of holes but can still hold liquid? What is full of holes but can still hold liquid? You've got within 30 seconds to answer the question, so your time is running. What do you think is full of holes but can still hold liquid? No idea. Thank you. Ekiti State University, do you want to answer that? Foam is full of holes but can still hold liquid. That is actually not correct. Anybody from the audience that wish to answer that? I call the lady in front here. Can you get a mic and answer the question quickly?
A sponge.
Sponge, that is correct. Correct. The sponge is full of holes but can still hold liquid. The next question goes to Ekiti State University. Question 7. That has been asked already.
6.
Question 6. Question 6. In the expression 4Q, identify the coefficient and the variable. In the expression 4Q, identify the coefficient and the variable. Your time starts now.
The coefficient is 4.
The coefficient is 4
And the variable is
and the variable is Q. That is correct for 5 points. Wonderful. These are the best of the brains we've got in Nigeria. 4Q, 4 is the coefficient and Q is the variable. Ogun State Institute of Technology, the battle is still fresh. What is your question number?
Question 4.
Question 4. Listen carefully. Dear, I hope nothing will stop you from coming back to me. How many nouns are present? The time start now.
A 0.
0. Dear, I hope nothing will stop you from coming back to me. How many nouns are present? He said 0 nouns in that statement. I'm sorry to say that is not correct. Bonus to Ekiti State University. 1 noun in the statement, dear, I hope nothing will stop you from coming back to me. I don't think that is right. Anyone from the audience quickly? All right, the lady in front. There are 3 nouns in the sentence. What's the name and what school from? Right, there are 3 nouns from that statement. That is actually correct. Let's appreciate that. We go to the final round in this general segment. Ekiti State University, your question.
Question 5.
Question 5. Question 5. The length of the distance around the edge of the circle is circumference. Correct for 5 points. Yeah, the battle is on. Ogun State Institute of Technology, there is no giving up. The last question is for you. Are you ready for me? Yeah. Question. How many cases do you need if you have to pack 112 pairs of shoes into cases that each hold 28 shoes? The time starts now. How many cases? 4. 4 is an even number. So 112 pairs of shoes, 28, gonna give you 4. You made a good try, but I'm sorry to say that is actually not correct. That is actually not correct. A bonus to Ekiti State University.
8.
8. 8. 8. Is that correct? Anybody from the audience? Let me hear you. It's actually correct. I just want to know that maybe you are just guessing or you're right. So somebody for the audience said it's correct and it's actually correct. So let's say 2 points to Ekiti State University. It is actually correct. 8. That's a trial. I'm sure we have great audience, for you to be able to answer and say it's correct. Because when it is wrong here, you want to say something different. But saying that it's correct means our audience is sound. Let's appreciate them once again. We've come to the end of the first segment of Battle 1 between Ekiti State University and Ogun State Institute of Technology. And at the end of the battle, Ekiti State University have a total of 17 points. And Ogun State Institute of Technology have a total of love points. Let's appreciate that. The battle is still on. We'll be back for the segment 2, which is the international relations, after this commercial break.
Post Challenge Naija Season 3.
Every year, hundreds of students across different tertiary institutions in the country sign up for the biggest educational TV show in Nigeria, Campus Challenge Naija. This is not just a TV show, it is a battle, the Battle of the Titans, where students compete for a grand total of
$3,000.
And this is the time where we begin our search for our next champion. Have you got what it takes to compete with the brightest of minds? Can you stand the heat and enjoy the spotlight? If yes, this is your opportunity as registration for Campus Challenge Naija Season 4 begins this September. All you need to do is follow the instructions on your screen and you're on your way to becoming our next champion. This video is brought to you by Len5.
Post Challenge Naija Season 3.
Welcome back to the first battle of Campus Challenge Season 3. It's been amazing in the general round between Ekiti State University and Ogun State Institute of Technology. We ended that segment with Ekiti State University having 17 points and Ogun State Institute of Technology having love points. The battle is still on, and now we go to the second segment, which is the international relation. You've got 7 questions to ask from. This time around, I will be starting from Ogun State Institute of Technology. Ogun State Institute of Technology, all of the rules remain the same: the score points, the bonuses, and the time for the quiz. Your question.
Question 3.
Question 3. Question 3. Name the last 3 cities to host the Winter Olympic Games. The last 3 cities.
Switzerland, United States,
Switzerland, United States, and Sweden. All of them have S. Switzerland, United States, and Sweden. It's like you are very serious because they all have S. But the time is up. I'm sorry to say that is actually not correct. Can I have bonus with the State University?
Brazil, US.
Brazil?
Yes, Brazil, US, and France.
Brazil, US, and France. That is actually not correct. The question is, name the last 3 cities. 3 cities. So your answers are negating already because we're asking you cities to host the Winter Olympic Games. I've got a hand at the back there.
Modena from University of Ilorin, Sochi, Pyeongchang, and Beijing.
That's correct. Let's appreciate that. Pyeongchang, Sochi, Beijing, and Beijing. Sweet names. It's not like the S name, but it's like the sweet names. 0 points for Ogun State Institute of Technology. Eksu, your question.
Question 1.
Question 1. Question 1. Known as the Lion of Judah, Haile Selassie was the last emperor of what African nation? A. Egypt, B. Kenya, C. Ethiopia, and D, South Africa?
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia. Option C, Ethiopia. Was that a guess? Are you certain of your answer?
Yes.
Certain. Have you been to Ethiopia before?
No, never.
No, never. Well, do you want to go to Ethiopia?
I'm not sure about this.
You're not sure. Ethiopia is the answer. That is correct for 5 points. Ethiopia is the answer. That is where you've got the last emperor. It's from our African nation, is Ethiopia. The Lion of Judah, Haile Selassie. That's correct. Ogun State Institute of Technology, your question.
Question 5.
Question 5. Question 5. An OB is a broad sash. An OB is a broad sash, one with what Japanese outer garments? An OB is a broad sash, one with what Japanese outer garments? You thinking? A broad sash, one with what Japanese outer garments? You'll have seen Japanese movies. Maybe we have to take it to Japan. The time is up. Bonus to Ekiti State University.
Kimono. Kimono.
Kimono. Kimono. Have you seen a kimono before?
Yes.
Saw it on movie or where? They wear it in what way? You can't describe. Kimono is actually correct for 2 points. Ekiti State University. Kimono correct for 2 points. That is it on the screen, kimono. Right? Second round. Ogitech, your question.
Next question.
Oh, question of Eksu. It's a bonus to you. Yeah, so your question now.
Question 2.
Question 2. Question 2. Since 1707, Act of Union formally brought England and Scotland together. There have been 3 female ruling monarchs of Great Britain. Name them.
Queen Elizabeth II.
Elizabeth II.
That was the best idea.
Elizabeth II, and you gave up? Don't give up. Try. Just 3. Elizabeth II. Elizabeth II. The time is going. Elizabeth II. Few more seconds to go. The time is up. Do you have bonus, Ogitech?
Charles III.
Charles III,
Elizabeth II.
Queen Elizabeth I. I know you just dance around it. After Queen Elizabeth II, you went to Charles. Maybe Charles has become a female. It's female ruling monarchs we're talking about. So that's actually not correct. Anybody from the audience? I saw a hand from there. Good one. Let's appreciate that. Queen Elizabeth II, Victoria, and Honey. That's correct. LASU, well represented in the audience. Lagos State University. We go to the next round of the segments. Ogitech, your question.
Question 7.
Question 7. Question 7. What handicraft gets its name from the French for hook? What handicraft get its name from the French for hook? What handicraft get its name from the French for hook? The time is going. Handicrafts, French name for hook. The time is up. Anchor. That is actually not correct. Bonus. No answer. Audience, let me go to this side.
I am Raina Motolani from the University of Ilorin. Crochet.
Crochet, that is correct. Crochet. Crochet is correct. All right. The question, Ekiti State University.
Question 6.
Question 6. After John Adams, who were the next two men to serve as Vice President of the United States of America? The time starts now. Who were the next two men to serve as the Vice President of the United States of America after John Adams? John Adams was the vice president. So after him, what other two vice presidents do you know of?
Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton. That's actually not correct. Can we take bonus to Ogun State Institute of Technology? No idea. Audience. Audience. All right. This side.
Emmanuel Mebde from University of Lagos, Thomas Jefferson and Aaron Paul.
Thomas Jefferson, Aaron Paul. That is correct. University of Lagos, well represented in the audience. That's correct. Good job. Our students are making research. Our students are reading a lot. Once again, appreciate yourself. The final question in this segment is for our wonderful audience. And I know our audience are always ready to tell us how brilliant they are. The question, a popular destination for tourists, Martha's Vineyard is part of which state in the US? The first hand over there is the guy in the middle.
My name is Theodore Anthony from Lagos State University. The answer is Massachusetts.
The answer is Massachusetts. That's correct. At the end of the second segment, Ekiti State University have a total point of 7. While Ogun State Institute of Technology have a total of love points. It is encouraging, it's not discouraging. You're doing your best, don't give up, keep trying, keep pushing. It will get better. We still have one more round to go. The general score at the moment is 24 points to Ekiti State University and love point to Ogun State Institute of Technology. Like the quotable quote says, it is not over until it is all over. We'll be going to the final segment of Battle 1. Are you ready for me, Ekiti State?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready for me, Ogitech? I want you to smile. Yeah, good. We've got subject choice segment. Ekiti State University is from the admin department and he has chosen to go with admin question. Ogun State Institute of Technology is from the art department and he has chosen to go with the art questions. So we go. For the art, you have 3 questions to answer. For the admin, you have 3 questions to answer. 1, 2, 3, you can pick up your questions based on your subject. So I'm going to start this time around with Ekiti State University. Question 1, 2, 3, admin. Question 1. Which financial statement reports the revenue and expenses for a period of time, such as a year or a month? I didn't get that?
Statement of profit and loss account.
Statement of profit and loss account, or you can also call it the income statement. Let's appreciate him correcting 5 points. Ogitech, your question. Question 2. No, you've got 1, 2, 3. So question 2. Libel is a legal term for writing defamation. What word is used for a spoken defamatory statement? Libel is a legal term for written defamation. What word is used for a spoken defamatory statement? The time starts now. So we know written defamation is libel, but spoken defamatory statement, what do you call that? The time is going. time is up. Bonus to Ekiti State University. No idea. From the audience. I go with the last one there.
My name is Banjo Caleb from University of Lagos. I believe the answer is slander.
Slander. That is correct. Slander. So it's always everywhere slander, because you say some things that are defamatory. That's a slander. Okay. The next question goes to Ekiti State University.
Question 2.
Question 2. Admin question 2. Resources owned by a company are reported on the balance sheet and are referred to as
Assets.
assets. Correct for 5 points. Wow. Ekiti State University ready for the battle. Ogitech, your question. Question 1. Home to Shakespeare First Folio and one of the oldest libraries in Europe. Bodleian was established in 1602 as what university's library? Home to Shakespeare First Folio and one of the oldest libraries in Europe. Bodleian was established in 1602 as what university's library? Harvard. I know you go for Harvard. Everyone wants to be in Harvard. But I'm sorry to say that is actually not correct. Bonus to Ekiti State University. Oxford. Correct for 2 points. Oxford. Oxford is Shakespeare First Folio, where you have the oldest library in Europe. Oxford. That's correct. You are an admin student and you also answer hard questions. What happened? You make research? Oxford is always there. Okay, good. Now, your question. Final question, question 3. Obligations are reported on the balance sheet and are referred to as liabilities. Correct for 5 points. Ogitech, final question for you, and I'm looking forward to see you get this question. Question 3. Founded in 1800, and containing more than 170 million terms, what library is the largest library in the world? The largest library in the world. Founded in 1800. Time is going. Largest library in the world. You say what?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. Your time is up actually. Do you want to take bonus to Ekiti State University?
The Congress Library.
The Congress Library, or we call it Library of Congress. I'll give it to you 2 points. The Library of Congress or Congress Library. We've come to the end of the battle between Ekiti State University and Ogun State University. Can we appreciate the contestants once again? We take this final break for a commercial break and we'll be back to announce the results.
Post Challenge Naija Season 3.
Every year, hundreds of students across different tertiary institutions in the country sign up for the biggest educational TV show in Nigeria, Campus Challenge Naija. This is not just a TV show, it is a battle, the Battle of the Titans, where students compete for a grand total of
$3,000.
And this is the time where we begin our search for our next champion. Have you got what it takes to compete with the brightest of minds? Can you stand the heat and enjoy the spotlight? If yes, this is your opportunity as registration for Campus Challenge Naija Season 4 begins this September. All you need to do is follow the instructions on your screen and you're on your way to becoming our next champion. This video is brought to you by Lemfi.
Post Challenge Naija Season 3.
battle 1 of the round 16 of Campus Challenge. We've come to the end of this battle between Ekiti State University and Ogun State Institute of Technology. At the end of this battle, interesting battle, challenging battle, Ekiti State University have a total of 43 points. While Ogun State Institute of Technology have a total of love points. It's been an amazing time and it promised to get better and better. Thank you for following us through this battle. I'll see you again next time when the battle continues. I remain your quiz master, Babs Michael.